All right, Devilwalk, for my DGBet news part, I want to go through CS2 news with you.
Right.
But you've been wrecking. By the way, Devilwalk is really good, boys, when it comes to CS2. He's loving life. Well, you had like 30 something kills in that Anubis game, right? That we won.
39, yeah.
39. He did 39
Two
kills on
ace.
Anubis, 2 aces, and the B side was on lockdown. And we were being stream sniped. When I turned my screen off, we then won all the rounds. Okay, Devilwalk. So for me, I'm going to start with MR12. The MR12 update, I personally love. I think it's
Right.
fine so far, but I'm wondering if you think do you feel like we have enough rifle rounds in it? Do you think it's not too bad? I just feel like we save a bit more, right? We don't like force up as often.
I still think it's a little bit too short. Like, let's say a team win both pistol, you convert.
Yeah.
That's half the rounds you need. And that's, for me, a little bit too much if you consider, okay, you win another weapon round on each side, they'll be forced to another eco.
Yeah.
Potentially win the game by winning one weapon round and like a couple ecos and pistol.
So what would you say? Does it add more loss bonus money?
I think, honestly, I was reading, like, I think it was Fret who had the idea that you bump up the loss bonus by 1 step.
Okay.
So basically, for pistol, you would get 2.4.
Yep.
Probably. But there are other things that needs to be, like, kind of screwed
Looked
around
at.
because the problem that can arise with that is they get even stronger second round if you get a plant and lose it.
Yeah.
The CTs would. But I think at least maybe that part needs to be adjusted a bit, in some sense. But normal loss bonus, I think, should be bumped up 1 step at least.
Yeah, that's kind of difficult, right?
But either way, I think MR12 is okay
Mm-hmm.
so far. I was very negative to start.
Dude, the length of the games is better though. Look how many games we banged out of Rig on yesterday.
Yeah, but it looks to me like crazy. I've been like, for 3 days I've been playing and I've played like 40 games or something.
We never would have done that in CS:GO. Never.
No. That is actually really nice. A game can last like 30, 40 minutes instead of always an hour. Always use all the timeouts, yeah.
Cool.
No, I think MR12 is fine, but I do think there needs to be some adjustments for competitive play.
Lovely.
Money-wise.
The other thing I'm going to look at is performance issues. Now, for people like me and you, Devilwalker, have got people that can look at our computers and give advice and stuff. I think it's not really a problem, right? But my biggest worry is the casual people who come on and it's still not great, or the interrupt's bad, or this is a problem. And then that still makes it where people who have the knowledge will have an advantage. And we can say, yeah, people want to be able to just Google check things themselves. But like the guy that checked my computer was doing the BIOS, man, for like the resizable bar. Now I can't do that. Yeah, I don't know that, but I'm getting hooked up and that's happening, so it makes my game better. I do want to see that improve a lot. I want to see that happen. But we are getting daily updates, which is huge, right? Mate, every day I wake up, I'm like, oh, there's another update. More things have been improved.
Yeah, but that's kind of the advantage of CS2 as well.
Yeah.
Is that they do have control over the code. They can optimize. They couldn't actually optimize the game.
Yeah, because it was made for like consoles, right? Wasn't it?
It's a Xbox port originally. Right? So they didn't even know how the code worked. Most of the people that worked on it didn't work in the company anymore. So I think, the longer we have the game and the longer we play the game, the better it's just gonna be. For people who didn't play the CS:GO beta, I can tell you that we're at
much better place.
We're at a very good place right
Devil,
now.
I'm gonna link you afterwards. You can go on my YouTube. The first time I played CS:GO was on a PlayStation at an expo event when they gave me a beta code for it, and I was like, "This is trash, bro." This was like worse than Call of Duty. It was like we tried to be Call of Duty, but we made a much worse game. I did that famous interview with Neo as well, where Neo was like, "I'd rather play League of Legends than this."
No, but yeah, I think it's a great game. It's gonna get a lot better, and
Yep.
I mean, instead of having an update to fix small bugs that takes 4 months, they can do it in over the day. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing I'm most excited about in CS2 is actually the tool to make maps and stuff. Because
Oh.
it's kind of like a piece we've been missing from 1.6 and Source days, having that like kind of strong community map making
Yep. Bro, we
thing.
used to have so many fun maps.
Yeah, exactly. It was like zombie
Now we're
modes
more
and hide and
open.
seeks,
Do you remember
the
Warcraft
squad
free mode?
battles, and the what?
Warcraft free mode and superhero mode?
Yeah, yeah. There was
Dude, that was the
there was 1,000 games within the game.
Yeah.
And
Just bring that back.
I kind of miss that. So I'm really excited about maybe jumping into an actual car and run around as a crew and shoot people again like the old days.
Yeah.
So
Relive some golden memories.
yeah.
And we'll look at the ranking mode and the leaderboard, right? Leaderboard is cool. I love that. The ranking mode that we're seeing, I don't mind it, but mate, I really think like I don't care about their excuses anymore. Give us 128 tick servers properly. Just real. I know they're trying to sell us on this dream, but like, come on. Sometimes these servers don't feel great.
No, they don't always feel great, but hopefully.
Remember that one yesterday where you get banged through the wall, like you're actually fully behind it.
Yeah.
And it's just like
I'm like, what the hell?
holding angles is like it's better to wide swing and not jiggle. It is better to wide swing and not jiggle because sometimes I'm like a holding short and the guy's just running up me on a P250 and I cannot hit him. And the models as well when they move, tracking them is so much harder. Tracking them is a lot harder.
I don't know. They feel faster sometimes, the models.
Yeah. I guess maybe with time we get used to it. Maybe we're just old and not used to swinging like that.
I think it can also be a little bit with the holding angle problem, because I do think that we've reverted into a much bigger speaker's advantage, which was like early CS:GO and stuff. We're kind of back to it, and I see and recognize a lot of the bugs that are happening from old like CS:GO beta are happening in this game as well. If you look at like the early stage beta where people were wall banging the wood walls and it would go through the entire map, that existed in the early CS:GO as well. Where you basically just find a wooden plank and you
find a way to just go all the way through.
Yeah. And so I think a lot of stuff they can actually fix by just going back and looking what did they fix in CS:GO.
That's good. Well, that's a positive. In general as well, I want to touch on the 16:9 4x3. I tried 16:9. It doesn't feel or look good like what we're used to. I know you're a 4x3 player as well. I played my same resin settings as like CS:GO, but Rigon's one in terms of going to HT. So obviously the 1280 by 960 was like not HD as such. When you now put CS2 into 1440 by 1080, 4x3 stretch, that gives us the wider models and it looks cleaner, doesn't it? It looks clearer. I'm sticking with that resolution for now.
Yeah, it looks much better.
I feel like that is like a resolution that's like a middle ground for us that played like that way in CS:GO. And I feel like I've got clearer things I can see with that, so that's good. Left-hand model I really need. My gun on my right-hand side is really... I know you probably played right side, right? But since I ever started playing Counter-Strike, I've always played with my model on the left. Since the very beginning. That's nearly 20 years.
I used to do in 1.6, and then I've been switching back and forth. But I do miss it, at least having the option.
I'm down for them not to change the option mid-game, right? Based on where you're peaking, I'm fine for that. I'm on about the left eye dominance. So if you'll do this now, focus on a thing in the middle, close one eye, close the other eye. So my right eye is closed, right? And I see the things move, the object I'm focused on. If I close my left eye, it's the object stays in the middle. It's the webcam I'm looking at right now. Yeah?
Yeah.
What does it do for you?
What do you mean?
So okay, look at my camera. So focus on something in the center of where you're putting your hands. Yeah, right in the middle. Close your left eye.
What's the purpose of this?
Well, if you close your right eye...
I understand that my eyes are looking in a different angle.
No, but it's a left eye or right eye dominance. You have one eye that's more dominant than the other.
Ah.
And so I should put my gun on my left side so I see more on my right side.
But then my left eye is more dominant.
Is your left eye more dominant, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, you should. I forget which way it is. But yeah, that's how you choose which side. And I told the Valve devs that back at the Paris Major. And they said, like, other people who spoke to them just said, oh, we play left hand, we want left hand in there. But this is the first time someone told them about the left eye, right eye dominance. So I'm hoping they will find a way to put it in, because that's a competitive, like, that's like disability, basically, right? Or like some people have an advantage by being one eye dominant than the other. So putting the gun on one side would be nicer, so we can have it on choice. But I'm down for them where they say they don't want you to swap left and right each time. Like, I'm down for that. That doesn't bother me too much.
Have they said that?
Yeah. They said it's about the shadows, right? And like people they're not a fan of like your Munazis who they strafe left and the gun goes left, and they strafe right and your gun goes right. They're not a fan of that.
All right.
They don't want the constant changing. How do you feel overall? Do you feel like we got a good game on our hands? Because I'm super hyped. I don't want to play CS:GO at the moment. I'm just playing CS2.
I think it's better than CS:GO. But I also look
the
at
bursting,
the
the
potential.
bursting, and the one taps is sick. But the fucking spray, I think it needs a bit of adjusting. You should be able to spray better than what we have. I don't know if it's just because we don't know it yet, but like even when I watch Rigon, right, he'd sometimes lose his spray after 5 bullets, and he's obviously mega fucking good. And I'm like,
No, the spraying is a bit bad. I don't know what it is. I think it's quite a clear copy if you stand completely still, but if you add movement, I'm 1000% sure that it doesn't interact the same way that CS:GO does with movement.
Running and shooting as well as OP. Have you seen the clips Pimp posted of the Deagle running and shooting?
Yeah.
It's gone like sauce, man.
I attributed all the times I died to a Deagle.
To that, running and shooting.
Yeah. Like, thank you, Pimp. And now I have an excuse.
Now I can blame this, bro. The running and shooting is nutty. It's actually nutty. Oh, I think we touched on everything for that. That means we can play some CS2. We can get into it.